Hey there. Before we get into today's episode, I've got something exciting to share with you. On Thursday, January the 9th, I'm hosting a free interactive co-working session to help you kick off Q1 with clarity and confidence. In 1 hour, we'll work together to pick the right goal for the season of your life, identify the resources you already have to make progress, and build a plan that actually works. No more spinning your wheels. This is the same process that helped me leave my part-time job and grow my business, and I can't wait to share it with you. So don't wait. Head to the show notes now and click the link to grab your seat. Let's make 2025 the year you finally take action on the goals that matter most to you. I'll see you there. We all have one very deep-seated emotion that is built into our mom brains, and it really does a number on us whether we work outside of our homes or work at home. What am I talking about? It's mom guilt. We all experience some form of mom guilt over one thing or another, but especially when our house is messy. Have you ever thought to yourself, should I be doing all these things, or do I just need to focus on keeping my house clean? Well, I know I have, but I don't know how to just be a mom or just be a wife, or really how to just be one anything. Now, do I worry about whether or not my house looks clean or whether or not I'm spending enough quality time with my family? Absolutely. But I've had to change my mindset because I realize I can't do it all. So today I'm going to share 3 hacks with you that have helped me lose the mom guilt when it comes to keeping my house spotless, because honestly, it isn't, and it probably never will be. Now, before I dive in, I want to share the review of the week, which is from Robin Graham. Robin says, Shannon is remarkable. She has a true gift for organization and processes. This podcast is invaluable for not just mompreneurs, but all entrepreneurs, no matter the stage of their business. Thank you so much for your support, Robin, and I truly want to thank you from the heart for being part of my mompreneur community. Now, if you would like to show me some love by leaving a review, please go to Apple Podcasts and do so, and I'll feature you in an upcoming episode. Or you can feel free to sponsor an episode by buying me a coffee. I'll give you a shout out either at the beginning or the end of an episode and include a link to one social media profile in the show notes. Every podcast episode is evergreen and will be listened to over and over again, giving you limitless exposure to the amazing women in my community. If you're interested, a link will be in the show notes. And now, let's get on with the show. Welcome back to the More Than Capable Mompreneur Podcast. I'm Shannon Baker, a coffee-loving mompreneur that started as a virtual assistant and turned into a total systems geek. And I want to help you shift your mindset and embrace your worthiness while creating systems in your business so you can be more productive and build success on your own terms without the mom guilt. Are you loving that? Well, I hope you're ready for real conversations that will help you beat the perfectionist inside, rediscover your strengths, and up-level your self-love in the mom cracks of time so you can stop letting fear hold you back, because you are enough and you do enough. We are more than capable mompreneurs. So grab your cup of coffee, some sparkling water, or pour a glass of your favorite wine, and let's dive in. Let's talk about that never-ending to-do list, which comes with that never-ending guilt because you just can't get it all done, right? You have work, your kids, your hubby, your business, your pets, and let's not forget about friends and family. It seems like no matter how many things we get done in a day, there are so moving pieces that we just can't check all the boxes. And one of the biggest things we beat ourselves up over as busy mompreneurs is that we have a messy house. Because in the end, we just can't get all of the housework done. Well, why are we so hard on ourselves about this? Simply put, it's because we're conditioned to believe that we personally have to do it all, no matter what. And if you don't, you're not trying hard enough. Now, unless your mom is like Marie and Everybody Loves Raymond, more than likely, no one has made passive-aggressive comments about your house not being clean or intentionally tried to make you feel guilty for being a mompreneur. It really comes down to that little critic inside of your head. That's where the mom guilt's coming from. So first things first, give yourself some grace, girl. Start thinking about your home as being lived in instead of thinking of it as being messy. I mean, think about it. Do you live in a model house where everything is staged and in place for people to walk through and see how pretty it is? Well, of course not. I know your family feels comfortable eating their meals together, playing games together, having movie night, just plain old having fun. Your house is a home. Now, while we've been forced to spend more time at home over the past several months because of the coronavirus pandemic, it's probably a little bit more messy than usual. I mean, I admit, we've had a great time together in my house. We spend most of our time in the family room, and believe me, it shows. There is a card table pushed to the side that has an unfinished puzzle on it. Our dining room has my daughter's projects on it, finished and in progress. And there's a folding table that has become a permanent fixture in the family room for games, and it's my hubby's workspace when he works from home. It gets moved to the side when it's not being used, but it's always there. And I'm okay with all of that because we're happy. So now what can you do to streamline your busy life, ease your stress, and at least lose some of that mom guilt? Well, let me share those 3 hacks with you that are helping me to lose the mom guilt. Basically, check it at the door. Number 1, you need to shift your viewpoint. Accept the fact that you can only do so much. I mean, Wonder Woman only exists in DC Comics. And I sometimes think that part of the reason that we have this mom guilt is because we have a deep desire to give our kids the best life possible. I mean, isn't that part of the why you started your business? But girl, let me tell you, being a working mom is hard, and there's no manual to help us get it all done. And social media has just set such unrealistic expectations that we can never achieve them. So we need to resist the internal expectations we have and stop feeling guilty. Stop telling yourself that other families have cleaner homes than you do because 1, it's not helpful, and 2, more than likely it's not true. So instead, focus on the areas of your house that impact your day-to-day life and worry about keeping those at least a little clean. For instance, laundry. Most of us hate laundry. So I'd rather have a basket full of clean clothes sitting in the corner for weeks instead of having piles of dirty laundry. Because let me tell you, that's usually how it ends up in my house. And there's no mom guilt for this one. The clothes are clean, so no big deal. I'll move on to other things. Now, on the other hand, a messy kitchen totally impacts your ability to function properly. 1, you need the space to cook. So that means you need clean pots, pans, and utensils, and all of those things. So this is one room that in our house has to be cleaned every day. That is a priority task. So why don't you try that? Focus on keeping rooms clean that drastically impact your ability to function in your home. Now, hack number 2, put your kids to work. Now, I'm pretty sure that some, if not all, of the mess in your house, and I say that in air quotes, is caused by those little people that you love so much. So put them to work to tidy things up a bit. Here are 2 ideas that may help you with this. 1, create a chore chart and spread the wealth. List out things you really don't have the time to do, like sweeping the floors, dusting, vacuuming, things like that. Then assign them to your kids according to their ages. Now, here's a little mindset shift that you're going to have to do. They are not going to complete the task the way that you would, but done is better than perfect, especially when you don't have to do it. So assign them the chores. That gets it off of your task list. Now, the second idea is using the chore chart, but you can also add cash rewards, which serve as an incentive for your kids to get it done. That way, they earn a little bit of cash to spend on whatever they want, and you get help from the home team, which clears up some space in your schedule and reduces the anxiety and the mom guilt. Winner, winner right there, right? And here's hack number 3. Find a tribe that gets you. The key that has really helped me let go of some of the mom guilt is being connected to a group of women that have some of the same struggles that I do. I can let them see my disaster of an office or a home because it looks like theirs in one way or another. And I've realized that I don't have to be the horrible or harsh critic that I am, because a spotless house does not make me a good mother, just like a dirty one doesn't make me a bad mom. I realize some of the disorder in my house means I'm prioritizing the big stuff, the things that matter. And I'm doing what I need to do, which is taking care of myself, taking care of my husband, taking care of my daughter, and taking care of my business and my job. So I want you to do the same thing. Let's be honest. Motherhood is messy. And girl, it's okay to show it. You know, I would love to have you in my tribe of mompreneurs, which on Facebook is called the More Than Capable Mompreneur Podcast Community. It's free, and I'm going to drop a link to it in the show notes so you can join us. But it's a safe place where you can get support, assistance, and find accountability partners from the other mompreneurs, because we have similar challenges not only in our businesses, but in our homes. So my goal is for us to connect with each other and help each other overcome those day-to-day obstacles, because we're taking on a lot. We're caring for our families. We're trying to grow a business, right? That group or that community is a no judgment zone. We sip our coffee, we sip our wine or our sparkling water or whatever it is that you like to drink, and we talk about life as a mompreneur. So please feel free to join our sisterhood. So that's it. Those are my 3 quick hacks. Shift your viewpoint, put your kids to work, and find a tribe that gets you. You know, before I let you go, I want to remind you that you are enough and you do enough. And if you don't believe me, I want you to pick a day. As a matter of fact, do this tomorrow. Write down all of the things that you do for your family just in one day, from the time that you wake up to the time that you go to bed at night. This will help you to see the mounds of unselfish things that you do that make an impact in their life. Not because your kitchen is spotless, but because you're taking good care of them. That is a great way to help you see all the things that you do so you can kick mom guilt in the butt and keep it moving, girl. So I want to thank you so much for joining me for this week's episode. You can find a link to the More Than Capable Mompreneur Podcast community in the show notes. And if you enjoyed listening to the show, please be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast platform. And if you learned something new, please let me know. Take a screenshot and post it in Instagram stories and tag me at the More Than Capable Mompreneur. And don't forget, you are enough and you do enough. And until next time, keep calm and streamline.